And in today's video on Games Workshop does something stupid and self-destructive, a topic that is with frightening speed becoming a daily video series, Games Workshop decides to go after modders. Oh yes, modders, those vilest of miscreants. Those absolute filthy bandits that add free content to a game and extra mechanics, value, models, gameplay, and even full-on storylines that are better than the ones found in the base game. Yeah, that's definitely a group of people you want to crush to its sweet, no doubt about it. You wouldn't want more content in your games now, would you? That'd be silly. Then again, considering Creative Assembly's recent trajectory, perhaps I'm not quite as far off the mark there as I wish I was. And I gotta say too, this is some overreach that I had not expected. Going after the Games Workshop, going after animators, sure, that's what they're already doing. And I expected the next step would be to go after, well, yours truly, YouTube content creators in general, seeing as they are now trying to monetize painting guides, battle reports, and commercial lore videos. And yet, modders are the next target, eh? I mean, I don't even think Radius is in any way, shape, or form in competition with Games Workshop. This is, of course, about Total War Warhammer, Radius being a modding team that has created some very popular mods, both for Warhammer and for Three Kingdoms, and Games Workshop doesn't own Total War Warhammer. That is a licensed product created by Creative Assembly. Nor does GW, as far as I'm aware, make any sort of 3D models or digital games either themselves. They license it out, so I don't really see their argument here, but not that that's stopping them. Their entire community guidelines in and of itself is essentially a paralegal, oh, we'll threaten you, but we can't really actually do anything much kind of thing. But hey, it seems to be working, doesn't it? The threat of legal action is often just as, if indeed not more, effective than the actual legal action itself tends to be. And by the way, I'm just going to start using the second channel's overlay now because it's a pain switching between the two, and this seems to be a rather frequent occurrence. Plus, it's a good opportunity to shill my second channel, which, oh boy. The decision to make that one seems like a wiser and a better one each and every day that passes, doesn't it? Now, this does give me an excuse to discuss another favourite topic of mine as well, because here's the thing. Modders. Modders are an absolutely incredible resource for games, and also, indirectly, modders are a fantastic resource for physical products as well, because what is kit bashing, if not doing a little bit of modding on the models? Which, considering GW now seems to be launching copyright strikes against kit bashing of a third-party product. Well, I'm sure they're not going to be quite that crazy yet. Let's hope, at least. The idea here, because the thing that GW seems to be arguing is that, okay, you're allowed to exist, Radius. We are going to be so kind, so benevolent as to allow you to live. But you cannot monetize or earn any money of this product. And I just want to be perfectly clear here as well. Monetization is not a key issue when it comes to copyright. Whether or not you earn money off it is absolutely irrelevant. Whether or not you are in direct competition with an official Games Workshop product, and whether or not it is transformative, that is the key point here. The money part is, again, completely and utterly irrelevant, and why would a company even want to disincentivize this? Because modders should be able to earn some money from their creations. Now, the idea of paid mods has, of course, been brought up in the past, and I do believe that is an absolutely dreadful idea, because the simple fact is, this is something that we are all accustomed to have available to us for free. And not having it available for free, I think, will raise the barrier to entry for both the customer and the creator, since the customers will be expecting a hell of a lot more in the way of quality from mod content. And the mod creators will have to also provide a hell of a lot more in the way of support, since if you are paying for it, you better make absolutely sure it is updated for each and every patch of the game. It complicates things immensely, but I do absolutely also believe that each and every modder should have the right to put their own donation links and Patreons in the description of anything they create. They should also be free to straight up ask for donations, and there's nothing wrong with that. Radius having a Patreon so that he can support a full team to give extra content and also patch the game on the double, that is a win-win situation for literally everyone involved. Creative Assembly gets free content, Radius gets to earn some money off his passion, and the customers get access to aforementioned free content with the option of supporting the creator for better and more frequent content. It is a perfect system, yet once again, we're trying to stick as many sticks into the wheels as possible, because we wouldn't want an actually efficient, functioning system, now would we? That'd be downright silly. Why would we want this? And again, the idea of Games Workshop overstepping, I don't know. They are going completely crazy with this, and again, I believe they know exactly what they are doing. This is their attempt to strangle out the entirety of the fan community. They want to build a walled garden where you are essentially trapped inside of it. This is again why I also believe that the next step will be going after independent content creators. There are mentions in the community guidelines saying that you're not allowed to share things that Games Workshop hasn't already shared. Creators that, for example, do speculations about the next releases or talking about rumors surrounding it, etc., they're technically not allowed to do that. They're certainly not allowed to announce things that haven't been officially announced if they've received the scoop or the lowdown details ahead of time. That would of course mean that in turn, only those who are officially sanctioned by GW would essentially be allowed to do hobby news. That is the logical extent of that. And when they're also putting, again, YouTube content behind the paywall of Warhammer Plus, battle reports, painting tutorials, and again their lore videos. I am using the quotation mark an awful lot in this video, aren't I? But it makes a certain point, doesn't it? What's the limiting principle here? There is none. They could go after painting tutorial videos. Oh, I see you're using a Games Workshop official property model there, Mr. Painting Channel. You best not be earning any money from that, so take it down immediately or demonetize your whole bloody channel, as that seems to be the thing here. Same with battle reports as well. Are you doing battle reports of 40k content? I would highly advise you start looking into different settings as well. I hear bolt action is absolutely awesome, and to be fair, the more of us start moving away from Games Workshop, the better. Let's just say that you might be seeing a bit more in the way of sponsored content on this channel than usual. Normally I reserve those only for the Horus Heresy videos, because they're long as hell anyways, and I usually put an ad in the middle, so, 30 seconds to a minute ad at the front, I think that's even better. And it's a good way to earn money off YouTube. Because I have other plans for this channel and for other things as well. Yes, indeed. They are already underway, and I hate it. I've been thinking about diversifying things for ages now, and I have been doing it a little bit with the Starship Troopers stuff, for example, because that is an awesome universe, but I think we're going to have to go one step beyond sooner rather than later, so please don't hold it against me if Raid Shadow Legends pop us up a little bit more frequently than usual. Maybe a few others as well. Because it is very clear now that if Games Workshop is willing to go after modders, which have nothing to do with their own products, there's no limits anymore. There's no border. There's no defining line. There's nothing that they won't go after. I don't even... Oh, I do kind of know. I was about to say, I don't know why they're doing this. I kind of do. And I know what brought about this shift as well. I remind you again, Hasbro executive gets in charge and suddenly the cease and desist are raining from the sky in a torrential downpour. weird. Very, very weird indeed. Anywho, I have one more little topic I'm thinking about here as well, and I knew I said I wasn't going to get involved in any kind of boycott attempts or letter-writing campaigns or anything like that, because I wouldn't want to have anyone else have to carry the burden of having to side with the person who seems to be right on all of this nonsense. You know, wouldn't want that either, but if nothing else, I do have one suggestion that I'll lay out in another video a little bit later. Until then, I have been Arch, thank you all very much for watching, and royally fuck Games Workshop. Have a good day.